Hello, am I audible to everyone? Okay, perfect, perfect. So thank you so much for joining, and let's start the particular session. And we have Ananya Sundarji with us for this session as speaker, and she's the founder of both AI, an AI-based platform curated especially for neurodiverse individuals, and Ananya Sundarji as influential Fame 2024 award winner, bringing in 15 plus years of expertise. She currently works as an associate director for the client services. So without taking so much time, I'll hand over the particular call to Ananda Sundarji for the session. And please, everyone, keep engaging with us because it will be the most interactive session. There are a lot of activities we have planned, and the objective and the goal of this particular session will be delivered by the Ananya ji. And so over to you, Ananya ji. So please introduce yourself and let's begin this particular session.
Awesome. Thank you, Jonty.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out on a Sunday evening while many of us would like to party outside, but you have chosen to spend this 1 hour with us. So I'm very happy and delighted to have you all. I kind of got a list with a mix of people who had shown interest for this particular session. So before I begin, I just wanted to call out the cohort who are going to be joining today or who are here in today's session. One set of people who are individuals who themselves knew or suspect that they have some sort of neurodiverse problems, right? The second cohort are parents who have children who are either diagnosed or feel like they're going to be having a neurodiverse specification. And the third set of viewers today are going to be educators. And of course, we also had a lot of people from the founding community who are interested to build something interesting for the neurodiverse community as a whole, right? So that is what I saw as a mix of people. We might have a few more join us in some time. But as and when we go through, before we jump into the session, I wanted to just call out that let's make it more interactive. Let's make it more easy for communicating with each other. It's just a closed group. So just wanted to start with that. Like Jonty introduced, I'm Ananya. I'm going to be kind of presenting a little bit of understanding and information that I have about neurodiversity today. Before I begin the entire session, I just wanted to start all of us, or like this is a very small closed group. So 4 of us who are here, and including Jonty, if you would like to participate here, right? With a small activity.
Yes.
So first, what I would like to ask you all is, are you all a part of our WhatsApp chat group? Would you like to continue the conversation there, or would you all prefer the chat here to be used, the Google Chat Meet? In case you're not a part of chat group, Jonty will quickly share the link so that you can actually join there. I'm going to share a lot of material. I'm going to share a lot of interesting smaller modules that we have created specifically for this particular session.
Yeah. Yes. I'm sharing.
Perfect. Great. Until then, we can, if you're a part of WhatsApp group, I would prefer you to post there. My first question for all of you out here, what is your energy level right now for this session between 6 to 7? Rate between 1 to 5. 1 being I'm very dull, drained out, and 5 being energetic.
I must say 5. And people, you guys can, just put it on chat.
Yeah.
I guess that would be really helpful for us.
Awesome.
Sushma
Thank you, Sushma. How about Chandru, Surabhi? Awesome.
Yeah. Jail 5. Perfect. Come on, guys. Come on.
Awesome.
Okay.
My next question. What is your focus ability right now? same between 1 to 5? Are you not distracted, in a very comfortable place, or you're very distracted? 1 being I'm very distracted to 5 being I'm very focused. I can give my 100%, right? That's what I refer to. Okay.
Anyone else?
Awesome. That's great to know. Awesome. Now, what I wanted all of you to do, in case you wanted to switch on your cameras, would love to see your faces. That
Yeah.
would be great as well. What I wanted all of you to do is we're going to take a 1 minute time off now and use your mobile. Okay. And
Okay.
the instruction is you're going to go to either YouTube or Instagram. And
Okay.
I know you all know the Reels section of Instagram, right? Or if you are in YouTube, you have a Shorts section in YouTube. We'll just
Yeah.
take a 1 minute and just keep scrolling,
Okay.
right? We'll come back in a minute. Okay, stop. Okay. Now, how many of you can tell me what you actually recollect from what you have been seeing in the Reels so far?
Okay. So anyone from audience?
Yeah. Anyone you want to
Unmute
voice
yourself.
out?
Yes.
You can type or you can even chat. Do you recollect even on what you have seen in this 1 minute? Yes or no? That's also perfectly fine.
Okay.
Anyone from the audience who would like to voice out?
Okay. So meanwhile, yeah, is that okay?
Okay.
This is sharing on the chat.
Okay. Okay. Do
Yeah.
you still recollect the content? Do you still recollect what you've seen in these short form of content? Okay. Relatable content. Thank you.
Okay. And for me, I think it was some entrepreneurial related content one and
All
little
right.
fun content like
Some
that.
food videos, some
Yes.
videos that you keep watching and seeing and all of
Yes.
that,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Right. Amazing. Now, what does it take for us to do this about 5 to 6 hours in a day? That's what, on an average, all of us are doing, right? Most of us, in terms of
Yeah.
looking at reels, looking at short content, because from the ages where my grandfather and fathers were used to a long form of content to something that's very short form and very concise now. Now tell me, if you're going to do this for 5 hours in a day, I'm going to ask you the same question. What is going to be your energy level after scrolling? 1 being drained and 5 being, I'm very energetic even after scrolling for 5 hours, right? That can also be a possible solution. Okay, okay, not bad.
Three for
Cool.
me.
Okay, that's good. Any more answers? Cool.
Yeah.
And what would be your focus ability after you kind of screen through for 5 hours or 6 hours, right? What's your ability to focus on something when you are constantly happening or constantly interacting with reels, short content, short forms, where you're not sure if you're really consuming all the information or not? Again, 1 to 5. Just give me some numbers.
I think 0 or 1 for me.
Okay. Yeah, agreed.
And I have my lived experience on that particular thing.
That's great. Awesome. Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I think we all understand and agree the influence of digital, not just digital, but in general, short form of content, things that we really wanted to do it faster, quicker, right? That's something that's going to get into the segue of today's topic, I wanted to quickly share with you all my first exercise deck. I hope you're able to see my HTML, the file that I'm sharing.
Yes, yes, it
Okay.
is.
So this is something that I've built. I'm going to share this after this meeting. And what you can actually do is whenever you're actually scrolling reels for 5 hours and you're out of that particular activity, try to scroll into this particular series and see what it actually means to you, right? When somebody says my focus ability becomes 0, right? Maybe my satisfaction is high when I do reels or when I do digital content or when I do something which is very fast and giving me more energy, right? And if you can actually scroll through these three sessions, you can do it yourself at your convenience. It will give you on what is the score and what is that it's actually telling you something important that you need to treat yourself.
Okay.
Now, I want all of us to take our pen and paper, or you can use your WhatsApp chat. I would rather prefer a pen and a paper, but
Okay.
you can go to the WhatsApp chat as well, what John T just shared. Now,
Yes.
I wanted all of us to start kind of thinking about how do we build a digital habit, right?
Okay.
This is something very important for every one of us, may it be a parent, may it be a child or an individual or an educator or a founder who wants to build something interesting in this particular space. Now, I want you all to write this affirmation in a piece of paper stating, during, you can all write with me.
Okay, sure.
It could be either your morning, you can choose between evening, meal time, work time, before bed, any of these options. Let me say during morning,
Okay.
I will keep my phone either face down. You can choose one from these options. That's what I'm trying to tell. I'll
Okay.
put it in another room, or I'll keep it in my safe drawer, or I'll put it on silent. Right? During, you will choose one from these options. My option is during mornings. I will keep my phone in a drawer for, let's say, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour until I'm done. Whatever is your response for this.
Okay. So guys, please start with the audience first.
Yes. If you have written this particular sentence, I want you to just take a quick photo of it and send it on the WhatsApp, the chat group.
I think, guys, have you understood what we are trying to do here, or should we repeat?
Should I repeat?
Ananya, please repeat once again.
Yeah.
Yes. So okay. So you can repeat it one, I guess.
Sure. You keep your affirmation. You keep telling us that, okay, during morning, I will keep my phone in a drawer for 1 hour until my work is done, or something like that, right? So that's something I wanted all of you to take as first learning from this session, which gives us more focus, which gives us more attention on what we really wanted to do within the specific amount of time. And now I wanted to introduce this particular topic to all of you while you're sending all the information on WhatsApp. Keep sending your images, keep sending it as a text message. That's going to keep the group live as well.
Absolutely.
I'm going to share my screen. 1 second. Hope it's visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. For all those who just joined, or someone who's really curious on what this session is all about, I wanted to give you all 3 different stories that really struck my life. And I'm going to talk about this particular topic today, as and when we are going to build some interesting boards, we're going to build some interesting activities throughout this next 1 hour, throughout the next 1 hour as well.
Yes.
The first story I'm going to talk to you about is someone called Jaya. Jaya's son is very bright. He's very curious, very volunteering to do a lot of things, but always the caregivers or the teachers or the people who are monitoring him, apart from the parents, are telling him that, hey, Jaya, your son is so distracted. Your son is very slow. He needs more attention, right? He needs to get into
Mhm.
attention span. So he struggles. Jaya struggles. They both struggle quietly together, and she all feels really helpless. That's one cohort of parents who are also there today for this particular session with us. The second scenario where another use case of Jocelyn, she actually figures out, because in the form that you had filled out, I can see some of the parents who know, or caregivers who know, that my child or the individual has some sort of attention deficit problem. They are early signals, but however, there are some intervention that are required for this particular child, right? But I don't know what to do. I'm not an educator, or I'm not a caregiver who can actually know what type of activities can keep these kids engaging to a greater level, right? That's the second story. And so she hits the wall saying, oh, what should I be doing more? That's what she's wondering. And the last segment is in individual, who is called Alarm. All these are imaginary characters, but the stories are real, what I'm presenting in front of you. He's gone through his childhood. There's been a lot of confusion, a lot of people mislabeled him, bullying, whatnot, right? But he crossed all of this, and then he was raised to even lead one of the AI-based food tech startup, which I was a part of in my history. But the story of Alarm is just an exception. It's not like everybody gets to become an Alarm, right? Even in the responses that you have all shared, I've seen individuals who either have been diagnosed or who know that they have either ADHD or dyslexia, but they really want to succeed in life.
Okay.
Right? Those are the three different stories that really struck me. And of course, the cohort here will also be able to resonate as and when I move forward in the next few sessions. But I wanted to share some interesting stats in front of all of you, which are actually from reputed institutes. Like 1 in every 4 children are said to be neurodiverse, which means kids who have autism or ADHD or dyslexia or dysgraphia. Those could be a very new term for some of us, or for some of us, it could have been a day-to-day activity that we're all used to as well. But 1 in every 4 children getting undiagnosed is not a small number. Such a big number, and they go into teens without even realizing that they actually have some of neurodiverse issues.
Okay.
The second set of cohort is, oh yeah, I know it's been diagnosed, but then the possibility or the probability of diagnostics is only 25%. But do they have a clear path? Do they know what needs to be done? Do the caregiver or the parent or the system or the ecosystem and the society around them know what should be done to correct it? That's the second set of clueless cohort. And of course, the cohort or people who have really achieved is very less. It's only like around 10% of achievement. They have diagnosed, they are treated well, and they're also kind of able to correct all of these in their entire path as well. The numbers are even more shocking if I put it at a global scale. 400 million plus neurodiverse children struggle invisibly. 150 million are diagnosed, but they are not served properly. And of course, less than 10 million are diagnosed, but they are treated in one form or the other, but then they still become successful.
Yeah.
Now, these are the 3 different stories I wanted to put in front of you. They are real life stories, which can be relatable to you, or you would have seen someone in the society who is close to you and it's relatable as well. I just wanted you all to share in the chat box on your responses. Is this relatable to you? Yes. Or you've not at all heard about this, it's a pretty new topic, completely fine. Just open it up as well. Just wanted to hear all of your thoughts. We have about 13, 14 members now. Why don't you all share some of the thoughts? Is it resonating well or not? Awesome.
Yes, I think this is somewhat reasonable, relatable for me also.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just sharing. I want to share with everyone so that I am a neurodiverse person here, and I have severe dyslexia. And I think there are a lot of things I can relate here, but all the problems and all the things which happens to me from my since my childhood, it's really, there are a lot of segment in my life, I can say. And each segment has its own way to escape, for me at least. And I think that we, you know when I thought in my previous days, so then I can realize, okay, so that can be handled in this way and that way.
Yeah.
But there were no one to help me out in a proper way. And parents are trying to do that particular thing, but when you're a person, you are individual, so then there are a lot of situations where there I need something, and I can't express everything to everyone also. So yeah, so that's a problem, I think.
No, definitely, Jonty. I think you are the next alum here, who's going to be one amongst the top 10. So thanks for sharing your personal inputs as well. Thank you so much. And I do see a lot more comments here who say that it's relatable. You've heard and experienced it, and you've heard about it also, right? Which is very good to know, that the awareness has been increasing constantly in the society where we are living now. And that's important. Now, I wanted to do a small, quick exercise with all of you, where we are actually going to go into a superpower wall, right? I know we had like 4 different cohorts, like I earlier mentioned. I hope my other screen is visible.
Screen is visible, but can you just zoom it out,
Yeah,
so that
I will
we
do.
can see what it's written in the screen?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yes.
Awesome. So I made this call as a superpower wall, which means you can be any one of this kind of 4 different cohort, right? What I wanted you to do is in the chat box, write, or you can even voice out and tell me about, let's say, if you are an individual who are neurodiverse, then I call you the first circle. If you are a founder who wants to create a product which is specifically for a specific community, then I call you igniters. Parents who are, of course, the everyday heroes and heroines who are going to be with the children, taking through them with this particular journey. And the last, educators who are the illuminators. Just put in the chat box, if you are an individual, you can either say individuals, colon, and then mention what is one superpower that you or your child, you can actually, if you're a parent, you can mention about your child. If you're an educator, you can mention about a neurodiverse child whom you are educating. Similarly with rest of the cohort as well, right? What is that one thing you really do well? That's the superpower for me. So I can give you an example. I can just say I am a parent, and then I would say I do really well because I'm very polite, or I'm very caring, right? Something like that. So I want all of you to just keep messaging about these as and when we fill this particular superpower wall.
Absolutely. I think, for me, founders and visualizer, I can
Okay.
visualize very well. Yes.
Okay.
And
Visualizing.
audience,
Okay. Anyone else in the group who would like to share?
can you just share what's your superpower?
Awesome.
Okay.
I think there's something coming in. Read the
Yeah.
room and people as soon as I enter the room. Excellent. I'm going to put it back into the, this is, which wall should I share? Individual wall. Okay.
Individual. Guys, come on.
Awesome. Any more inputs?
Individual.
Excellent.
ADHD.
Okay. I'm going to,
Come on, guys.
and opportunities coming around me 5 years ahead that people are reluctant to understand that may happen. Okay.
Yes. Come on, guys. Anyone else? Just put it on the chat.
Any
Okay.
further?
Guys, just yeah.
Let's try to fill this wall. Maybe we can take this back, and after the session as well, what we can do is each one of us, I'll give you edit access so that you are able to fill whatever you want to do it, so that okay, I get more.
Yes.
I'm an entrepreneur,
So
problem
just
solver. Excellent. That is for the founders.
yeah.
Sorry.
I think there are a few more new joinees. So Ananya ji, can you just
Should I repeat it?
repeat once? Just
Yes. So we're doing the superhero wall now, which means if you are an individual or a founder or a parent or an educator, just type, I'm a parent. And what is that one superpower that I have? I gave an example. I'm a parent. I'm very caring for my child, right? Something like that. You can keep typing some of your superpower hero efforts that you have, that you really feel is something you're energized with.
absolutely.
Maybe we'll give it 1 more minute for this activity and then we'll move on to the next one.
Yes. So anyone else? Please come on, guys. Okay. Okay, come on.
Creator, thinker, and
Let's keep it first.
that's
Okay.
it.
Anyone else? Or should we move on further? I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think we'll move on to the next activity. Okay, I have this one more. Engineering growth, hacking, founder. Okay, let me just put it on the founder board. I'll also share this board after our session. So even if you're not typing in this particular chat, let's make sure that this wall is filled. And we take a printout of this and keep it in the wall every single day so that we know what the superpower is within us. Like, what do we actually feel as a superpower or as a self or an individual in itself?
Absolutely.
Now, the next question which I'm moving to is Kryptonite. How many of you have heard about Kryptonite? It was the first time when I heard about Kryptonite, but my daughter knew it already. So I was surprised, and I read more about what it is before today's session. So, okay, that's good to know. You all know about Kryptonite.
I have no idea about it.
Okay, let me explain it. One thing that's going to create lot of energy. So you have to exhaust a lot of energy to do that particular activity, right?
Yes.
What is that for you? It could be reading, takes a lot more effort and estimate than my friends. I'm struggling in that, right? Something like that. Writing could be another example. Anything that you feel is a kryptonite for you. Again, just put whether you're an individual founder, parent, or an educator, and then also write, what is that draining a lot of energy for me all through?
Okay. So I think for me, reading and memorizing the exact piece of writing.
Reading and memorizing.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Anyone else here? Okay.
Okay.
Come on. Anyone else? Just
Task
quote the
initiation.
thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
To initiate something, right? That's what you are saying. Okay.
Yes.
Anything else? Anybody else would like to share?
Come on.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
And
Anyone else?
should I put Sushma in founder or founder?
Founder.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Awesome. Keep sharing all your thoughts. In the meantime, we'll get into a very noisy exercise, another one. So why I wanted to share these two particular exercises, that the first one will tell you what your superpowers are and keeps working more and more on it, so that you are not losing track of it. The second one tells you where your energies are getting drained, which only you can identify, or some caregivers or some educators can help you identify.
Yeah.
Start working on that even more than how much you would work on the earlier section. That's why I thought I'll kind of put this small exercise in front of you. Now, moving on to the next one. Let me quickly just shift my screen.
Yeah.
Good. I want one volunteer. I know we've been a very silent group so far. I want one individual who are open to share here. I just have a small activity for you. Just raise your hand. I need one volunteer from this entire cohort. I have a small activity for all of us.
Okay. Okay. Anyone? I think.
Okay.
Anyone here want to volunteer?
Come on, be a sport. Yeah, somebody has raised
Now,
their
Riddhi has raised her hands. Thank you so much, Riddhi. Now, you can unmute.
Yes.
Thank you, Riddhi. Thanks for volunteering. I have a quick exercise for you, Riddhi. I'm going to share a small passage. And while you are actually reading through the passage, I want every one of us in this call to make some noise, not to stay silent, right? As much as Riddhi can get distracted during this entire session, right? Let's all unmute for maybe like 2-3 minutes, and let's see how far Riddhi is able to progress on this particular passage. Are we in for the challenge? Thumbs up, please.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's go.
Like to proceed? Awesome. Riddhi, of course, you can start reading this passage. I hope the passage is visible for you.
Yes, it is.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Please start reading, but the entire team here is going to distract you a lot. Let's
Absolutely. I think
yes.
I got this particular chance, in
Yeah,
the
yes.
You
Okay.
can read, Riddhi.
so
The
after
importance of kindness. Kindness is one of the most
Hello,
valuable
yeah,
qualities
Guys,
a person can
just,
have.
please
Small act of kindness
keep
can make
unmuting
someone's
and
day
just
better
hello.
and
Can
spread
you
happiness to
can you
others.
hear us?
Helping
don't
a
use
friend or
it.
sharing with others
So
or
let's,
simply
I
smiling
think
at someone can create a positive impact. Kind people are often trusted and respected because they care about others' feelings.
please keep
Kindness also helps
That's
build
great.
very minute
strong
every
relationships
Yes.
when people treat each other with respect and
Please,
understanding.
please.
Yeah.
They
Hello.
have
Hello.
in
Hello.
schools,
Jayun,
Can you hear me?
Nandru,
Yes. Hello.
Anshu, please unmute
Hello,
yourself.
excuse me. Hello.
Awesome. Did you finish, Riddhi?
Yes. Yes.
Did you finish finally? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think we took it too seriously.
Yeah, even awesome. Thank you, Riddhi. Thank you so much for volunteering on this particular activity. I could see a lot of noise, a lot of distraction, right? Now, I want to ask you all one particular question, which I'm going to share my screen on. What is that Riddhi would have felt as a very disturbing moment? You can actually rank 3, or you can actually say 1 or 2, right? Which is distracting her to read this particular passage. Is it that she's being interrupted throughout, or do you feel somebody criticized and she's not able to proceed? Do you think there's so much noise, there's so much light, there's so much boredom that's happening, so she's not able to proceed? Like, what do you guys feel that made Riddhi not complete the sentence or feel distracted that she cannot reproduce it now if I ask her to do it, right? If so,
Okay.
what
So, yeah.
could be your response? One response. Okay.
Option number 3.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Right. That's great.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyone else?
I think option B.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Both
Anyone?
1 and 3. That's
Both
great.
of them. And okay.
Excellent.
1 and
1 and 3. Awesome. Great. Now, why did we do this exercise? Right? For us, this can be a small activity, but that is what the children are actually going through on a day in, day out basis. How much of distraction are around you? You're still not able to focus. You're still not able to understand and focus and do one specific activity in a particular time interval. Now, that's the challenge that the kids are facing, which I actually wanted all of us in this group to realize on either parenting them or giving a care or actually educating them in the whole system in itself, right? So this is a very I would say a noisy but then very serious exercise. Now the question could be then, do you have like some sort of solution, not a solution but at least some activity that can help you to focus more, right? Then I actually built this small activity, which is actually called the 5-second pause timer, which is something which you can actually try it out after I share this details, which means you're training your nervous system. You're slowing down your response before you're responding. So the urgency to respond is always there for some of them, right? So that can be trained by doing this 5-second pause timer, which means the timer starts, you're going to pause for 5 minutes. And after that, you're going to think, breathe out, and respond to it, which means you're not always in a hurry to respond. With the communication these days on WhatsApp, Insta, all the YouTube, wherever, right? The ability for us to be present in all the platforms and be more digitally visible is creating us the urgency to respond faster, right? So this is another activity which is very interesting. Now, why I wanted to introduce all of these is every single problem or every single problem actually has a solution or can be treated in terms of providing certain bit of activities or engaging yourself and training your brain on your own, right? So that's why we're doing all these activities together in the small cohort today.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Been so engaging all through. Now, I know it's more of digital use, but then let me do you want to do one more activity for the parent and educators where I would like to get one parent volunteer and maybe one of you can, this is just a role play and then we'll go to the next activity also. I want one parent to volunteer for this particular activity.
Do you have any parents here in the room? Hello? Please, you can just raise your hands.
Or anybody else who would like to act as a parent, I'm happy to call it out as well.
Please come on.
Very interesting topic we're going to see. So please volunteer.
Is there anyone? Come on, guys.
Anybody would like to raise your hand? All right, great. Riddhi.
Okay.
Yep. I can be individual.
Okay.
Yeah. Individual.
Great.
Okay.
And who would like to be like a parent? Any other volunteers, please?
I think
yes, Sushma. That's great. Awesome. Okay. Now, Sushma is the parent and Riddhi is a child. Usual scenario that everybody of us are going through in home. The scenario I'm going to give Sushma is that Riddhi has an assignment to submit tomorrow, but she's really distracted. She's frustrated. She's not doing the work at all. Now, Sushma, your chance to give back to Riddhi. How would you react in this particular situation to Riddhi as a child of yours?
Good evening, ma'am. As an experience of being a child of my mother, I have observed like she is a very strict parent and I have observed things like I have studied about it, how to really to stop this trauma thing and how to like how their parents are generation to generations, how they are trespassing, like passing through that. I have to stop that. From that, I had decided actually for my upcoming generation or whatever, I should first of all sit with them, Otherwise, I should observe their day-to-day emotions, what they feel and everything. I have to talk with them. Mainly, it's not about the assessments or assignments. I would first talk with them every day. Like I would give her 10 minutes with them, talk with them, or have a really like me to me time, like with my child or anyone. I would ask Riddhi that what is happening, why the teacher is not good, or the subject you're not feeling like it, or if it's fine, if she doesn't complete also, she should be in a good state to complete it. She should do it wholeheartedly, and also she should understand and do it, not just to finish or anything. It's
Excellent.
my main motive rather than completing it. It's just if it's an important topic,
Fantastic.
I should sit with her. Like
Excellent.
if she is like she wants to do it or not, I should ask, like, come to the baseline why she doesn't want to do it, or is she stressing out, or I would come with some measures like take her out, or talk
Mhm.
with her, or just tell her to skip the day off or do whatever. Just she wants to be in normal state to do the things. I should normalize her stress or whatever. I would do that.
Excellent. I think, Sushma, you had my answer key. I actually was expecting some traditional, give backs to Riddhi on, hey, what do you do? Like that. But then you kind of acted based on my answer key on how are we supposed to react to children, give them proper instruction, not to respond, not to shout, but then understand their problem in much more deeper way and give them more encouragement throughout the process, right? So that they can come out of this laziness. So
Yes.
that's why I said you had my answer key before even we could role play.
And
Ma'am,
also,
I would like to add, ma'am, like this
Yes.
generation is changing. That's what is changing. Even though media is distracting or whatever it is, it's like making our generation responsible for our emotions, or getting to know about the emotions that our parents used to ignore and everything. That's
Right.
what every student, every generation, or older ones, younger ones, should be aware of the emotions and should know about neurodiverse, or should know about how their brain works, emotion works, and etc. Thank you.
Excellent.
absolutely,
Excellent. Yeah.
here I would love to add something, Ananya ji, if you allow me.
Yeah, please.
So this is, I think, not just about as Susma said, this is the generation of Gen Z. They are more emotion, and they understand their emotions. They also want to be understood by the others also. So this is not just limited in the parenting or within the four walls of your home. It's beyond. It's now in the work culture also. So as a working professionals, we have seen in the corporate things, the things are changing. So the typical boss and worker behaviors are getting changed over the time. And also as also when we are running a particular team for the startup, right? So we cannot blame them why this is failing, why this coding is not working, why the system are failing. So this is not the approach. We should sit together, talk to them. So for all the founders here, I think we should learn not just blaming each other when things goes wrong. So most of the time, or the founders or the founding team members, they just blame each other for this particular work. So everyone wants to just keep things in a way ki, oh, okay, this is not on me, this is you, actually the problem is. But the problem is not there. The problem is always in the core of the situation. So we should explore the core of the situation rather than blaming each other. And if this culture should be changed to build a good working nation also, not just the parenting, not for just raising a child. It is all about company building and brand building also, because it is building a company or startup. It is not lesser than raising a child.
Yeah.
For the futures, right? So I think this is really understanding we should have. I think everyone should, or should not agree with me, but this is my own perspective. So you guys can commenting on the chat section of the meeting, so we can have your perspective also.
That's great, Jonty. I think great value add to what we are rightly discussing now. My next activity was actually for founders who are innovators here, who actually want to build something for specific neurodiverse community, right? The activity is exactly, any founders here who would like to volunteer? Or
Anyone?
I would pick John T for that exercise.
Okay.
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Any founder who would like to
Guys,
volunteer?
Otherwise, I have the opportunity, on the table. You can grab that. Just come on. Anyone, just raise your hand. Anyone? Let me check in the people who are with us. I know some of them personally.
Yes, Surbi.
Come on.
Great.
Hi.
Thank you, Surbi. I just have one, as a founder, if you were to plan and launch a mini product in 5 minutes for diverse community based on experience or discussion so far, what would that be? And share some of your thoughts.
Okay, so since I've been working on something recently, I won't say I'm a founder. I am still in the research and development phase, but I'm working on a game, and I think there has been a lot of thought and just consideration that went into why is play and leisure and just having fun basically is
Yeah.
important to achieve any learning outcomes as well. So if I would want to just quickly design something from uh, out of all the conversations and discussions that we've had so far, I think it would be some fun activity, some game that wouldn't differentiate between neurodiverse and neurotypical experiences, but let all of us have like an equal ground to come together and have some fun, really.
Excellent. Very good, Surabhi. I think that's kind of also reinitiating or re-emphasizing the fact what we've been seeing in this entire session, right? Which is activities help people focus and engage more, not just for neurodiverse, but then for everybody, neurotypical as well. But then creating something which is an activity based, creating a module that you can play with your child so that he or she is able to communicate well or be that person whom he or she is aspiring to be, right? That's very important. And you've reinitiated the fact. Really great, Surbi. I think great
Absolutely.
input coming from
Thank
your.
you so much. Thank you. That means a
Thank
lot.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for volunteering. Yeah.
Amazing. Awesome. How is it going so far? Is it still your energy at 3 to 5 that you have said in the initial part of the session, or is it going to 0 to 1? Okay. Oh, wow. That's great.
Perfect.
Thank you. Awesome. Great. I just wanted to go because we have 10 minutes, and maybe if we want to overrun the session by a few more minutes, I would request if all of you can stay back. Okay, great. I actually have a couple of images that I'm going to screen to all of you. That's why I wanted you to have maybe like a pen or a paper. Just check it out. Let me share this. If you have time, I can run the entire Mentimeter.
Yeah, absolutely. We can.
Okay, cool.
If people are interested to doing
Perfect.
this, so we can do that particular thing.
Awesome, great. Let's then start with this. I request all of you to take your phone, either scan this particular QR code or type www.menti.com in your Google, Chrome, or Safari, whatever browser you have, and enter this particular code. It will act once you say www.menti.com, it will ask you to enter a code which is 21196870. I'll give you all a minute for you to kind of join this particular Menti session.
Yes.
I can see 3 participants active now.
Come on, guys. Do it first.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can keep seeing participants. 4.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Let me see who are there with us till now. Just call out the name.
Please help join
Sanru,
this.
Dishank, Jatin
6
has already.
participants. Okay.
Jayu,
Any challengers in joining, or you good? Perfect.
Rutu, Surbi, Sushma.
Yeah. Either just scan this, or you can just go to Menti and then type this code. That should be good.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll start then. We have about 8 participants. Any questions? Yes, Surbi?
Sorry to interrupt. There's just one question that we need to write an answer to, right?
No, there are going to be many questions. So keep
Okay.
phone once we join this code. Once you move to the next slide, you will start getting questions.
Okay. I see the next question option now. Sorry.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Let me go to the next slide, in which you can actually start writing about when was last time that you found some child very confused or some individual very confused. You can start writing your own responses and it's going to appear on the screen as well. And nobody will know who is responding. So feel free to chat, type. When was the last time? Was it yesterday? Was it 1 year back? Was it never? I have 1 of 8 respondents so far. Hope no challenges in navigating to the next screen. Okay, a month back. Okay. Many times. Okay. Excellent. 2 to 3 times in a week. All right. Okay. 2 months back. Okay. Right. Not often. But majority of us here, another 3 more people to respond, but I will give them some time. Most of us have encountered or have been seeing someone who's really confused or not very clear in the past as well, right? Now, moving on to my next question. What emotions does this memory carry for you? You've seen someone 2 months back, very confused. What does that emotion today for you react as? Like, what do you feel when you think about that incident? What comes to you? Okay, curiosity. Any other responses? Okay. Anything else? Okay. That's also perfectly fine. Keep forgetting. Right. We'll move to the next set of questions. I'm going to read you these 5 phrases. Listen to them carefully and tell me what really relates to you if you are an individual, what really relates to your child if you are a parent, and of course, if you are a founder, what could relate to that neurodiverse child? A child who is called lazy by teacher, a mother who cries in the school car park. These are some instances where you think you've heard about it, right? That's what I want you to respond. Something that's giving signal about your child, which could be an AI, a diagnosis that arrives at 14 years when the child is already in teen or much early before the damage is done, a diagnosis that you can get much before the damage is done. Okay, I expected this answer. That's the suffering of every parent, right? The child being called lazy, distracted, not having enough attention. That's something many of them get to see. Any other responses out of the 9 of us here? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Right. All of these instances are something that we can relate to. Now, I'm going to ask you about these same 5 questions, but something you've not heard about it at all so far. The reverse of what we saw earlier. Yes, Pujita? Okay. Can you just go to www.menti.com and try to put the here? Riddhi, yes?
So something which only people or only individuals who are having those neurodivergence in their life would understand and relate is they tend to mask their actual personality to blend in the society,
Yeah,
which parents tend to ignore or they don't know about it.
very true. I completely resonate with what you're saying. Thanks,
That
Riddhi.
that
Yeah,
is one of the things.
I would like
definitely.
to understand more, like, what do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that? Should I elaborate?
Yes, I guess. I think the particular context wants to.
Okay. So, what I mean by that is like, I'll give you a very specific example of ADHD daily struggles. Okay. So, so what happens with girls and boys? They have different symptoms. So, girls usually, most of the time, they tend to mask their symptoms. So, what they do is instead of showing their actual processing which goes and chaos which goes around their head, they tend to be smiling and being very patient when there is totally chaotic environment inside where they can't even breathe.
Got it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's scary to even hear.
Yep, that's what they feel daily.
So they're not the real. The real person in me is not coming out because the society is not understanding, or I want to mask myself from what I am, right? That's what you're trying to elaborate on.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Pretending every day. It's
That's great. Yeah, Sushma can also relate to it, I feel. Jonty, I think Pujita wanted some help on the
okay.
code. If you can help her, I will then proceed to the next question in the meantime. So something that you guys have not heard about is a AI that can give signal, and rest of course, a diagnosis that arrives at an age which is a much more earlier age than even as if I say you right, like before 14 or at the age of 14. That's interesting to note. Now, here is 6 different images that I've shown in the screen, and I'm sorry we are extending this session by a few more minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem.
Okay, right? For all. Okay, great. Just pin one image. Assume yourself as a mother of a child, right? And who has diversity. Now, what does you really feel about all of these images? Pin just one. Do you feel that a wave is about to break? A seedling trying to push through the concrete and willing to succeed? A puzzle with just one piece missing? Or you feel like a single candle in the dark room, locked door with no keys or inside to it, or a hard glass running low? If you were to assume yourself as a mother of a child, what would that really look like? Okay, I can see some interesting pins coming up. Any further responses? Great. So each of you have your own perception on how you think about as a mother of a particular child, right? That's interesting to note. Let me move to the next different question, right? how many of you in this crowd really agree that? Is it moved to this particular question, Jonty? How many of you agree about handwriting? Or is it
No,
still?
I think there is a next question, which is if
Okay.
I have something that worked exactly as you hope,
Yeah.
what would be different for you or
Okay.
for the child?
Correct.
That
Okay. Got it. This one. If I have something that worked exactly as you hope, right? Like a magical wand, that would differentiate your child, and that would exactly do what you want your child to do, not have a mask on the face. What would it feel like for you all? What is that emotion that comes in if you think I can give you that magical wand or some solution today? How does it feel like? I just want some short answers as emotions. So the question is, we have been seeing all through on what are the challenges and difficulties that are being faced by the children, right? Now, if I tell you that there is something that can help you with what exactly such neurodiverse children want, how would you feel? What you would feel like, right? Somebody has written freedom. Oh, great. I have something that I can help figure out for my child, help work with them and create a plan, better communication and comprehension. People start accepting them and being more grateful. Now, these are some kind of emotions that you get when you feel there is a solution, of course. Yeah. Awesome. Great responses. Sushma, is that better? That I've reiterated the question? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Super. Now I can feel all your emotions. That's going really great. Let me go to the next round of question. Why does that matter to you personally? Let's say not for the child, but then why does this matter to you as an individual? For me, it matters because I want to bring in a change in the society, right? Something like that. Why does this really matter to you as an individual? Excellent. Express your emotions openly in a way that your kin could understand. That's excellent. More to feel them as themselves rather than having a mask or anything. Excellent. Okay. I'll move to the last set of questions here. And if all of that were true, what would it mean for the child? For example, if I'm going to tell you something which you have not heard so far, which most of you voted, which is an AI, something that you have all voted for, that if I can get an early solution, I will feel happy. If all of that were true, what do you think it's going to mean really for that particular child? Excellent. More emotionally stable, confident. Any more responses?
yes.
Okay. Secure. Very good. The child will feel more secure. And of course, to reiterate, doesn't have to wear the mask anymore. Awesome. I'll just take a pause here and I want to go to a completely different set of question here. If you have heard about it, how many of you agree that handwritten patterns have very close connection to neurodevelopmental functions, which means my handwriting can tell me that I can be potentially pre-screened at an early stage that it could be dyslexic, it could be autistic, right? How many of you do really feel? I'm happy to see that 3 of you have said yes. Any more yes or contenting saying no?
Come on, guys.
Excellent, Sushma. Yes, you totally feel so, right? That's great. Great.
Come on. Any other answers?
Any more responses?
Okay.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
That 4 of you have responded, right?
Yeah.
That's great to know that there's a lot of awareness about, and there is a lot of connection between what I write to what my neurodevelopmental disorder or neurodevelopmental functions are all about. And most of us in this room do agree that, of course. Now, the next set of 3-4 images that I'm going to scan is going to go deeper into the problem in itself. Can
Okay.
you see the first image? Right? When you first see, Jonty, when you just see this image, what comes to your mind?
It's written by some 3 to 4 years old kid.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
That's great to know. Of course, right? What Jonty said is great because at very early stages, we tend to make a lot of mistakes. We tend to swap letters. We tend to miss letters. We tend to double write a letter, right? Writing, for example, here is written with 2 I's, right? That's at a
Yeah.
much early stage. But as and when a child progresses and grows, this has to disappear and become a proper writing. If that is not happening, that's when we call a particular child needs some special attention when it comes to neurodiversity, right?
Yes.
So I would just take a stopwatch, maybe give you all, take your paper and pen again, a few minutes until I say stop, figure out what are the issues in words that have been written in this particular image. For example, 1 is written wrongly, right? E and N are swapped. Likewise, just start writing just the 1 writing, like just those issues.
Okay.
I'm starting the stopwatch. So just figure out in this image what are all the issues that you are seeing. Stop.
Okay.
Right? Superb. So Riddhi is able to say around 13. Letter swap, exactly. Excellent. Okay. Similarly, I have a few more images that keeps going on, right? The next image is this. Word with very good. Respect to pronunciation. This is the second one. Now let's start the stopwatch again and figure out what are the words. Just write down in your paper on what are the words which are actually not written right in this particular page.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Stop.
Latest one, I think
Yes.
spacing or
Okay.
yeah.
Got it. Great, Jonty. I think there are also a few responses on the chat from Karuna and Surbi and Riddhi as well. That's great. So we are actually taking around 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds roughly, or not even 30 seconds, even more than that, right? To
Yeah.
figure out all of these information. So I'll go to the last set of 2 images. Let's start.
Yes. Mhm.
Awesome. Stop. Okay. Family, right? Caring, when. Those are some of the words that you can see,
Yeah.
right? Are written with this. And then the last question that I have, start.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect. Stop. Right. You have any responses? You can share on the chat as well. But keep all of these writings, share it on the WhatsApp chat as well. I just wanted to kind of see how a human is still like, let's say I'm a teacher of a child who's correcting this particular notebook. I'm still able to figure out, right? It's not that it's magic or something like that, but there are evident letter or handwritten pattern related words that are missing. Some could be the word is missed, some could be the word is swapped. Like for example, HAVE, it's just written in the telephonic, like the telecom language is how we shortcut and write, right? Have HVE. The way it is pronounced, it is written sometimes rather than looking at the actual spelling. Sometimes the words are swapped, or it's written the way you're talking. Cool, for example, the U, E, right? Those are some of the challenges that you're seeing here. Now, what I wanted us to do is to share all our observations, if you have written in a paper and a note on our WhatsApp chat, so that we can go back and recollect the amount of pain the children are actually going through. It's not their fault. It's actually the fault of us to detect it early and also to know where are these faults at an early stage, right? That's what I wanted to kind of go to a closure towards this session. Now, I wanted to, and there are also a lot of founders in this group. Like I mentioned earlier in the initial part of the session, I was also inspired by 3 different stories that I showed you, Jaya's or Jocelyn's or Alam's story, which actually brought me here to do a lot more and to create a lot more impact on this particular community. Now, if this session has really helped you with some takeaway, that will be awesome. In terms of a community, what we are building together as a group in the team chat is amazing, because we're going to help each other in this entire journey. Now, I'm going to quickly scan and go back to 1 minute last, maybe 5 minutes last session. I'm sharing with you a screen, what I have built along with my co-founder Lavanya, which is specifically for dyslexic people, right? Some of you or most of you mentioned you've never heard about an AI tool, a pre-screening tool at all, right? That's a segment where we wanted to tap, and we are here with boards today. It's in a very pre-beta launch. I really wanted to build this community and build something meaningful together with the rest of the founders to give back to the society. Now, I'm going to show you something here. This is the page here. I'm just going to say start analysis. And this is nothing but a mother goes and takes a photograph of a child and comes to board and uploads it. So for example, I have few scripts, the 4 different scripts that we have written here. It could be different scripts also. I just open here and I can actually choose in what language are my scripts really in. It could be in some of the, we are also building non-Indian languages, but then to start with, these are the languages we actually have. And predominantly it happens with English at the early stages. So we choose English here and just say start analysis. And there you go. What took for us 40 seconds, 50 seconds, and even more, we would have missed a lot of issues that we have not identified. We wouldn't have identified what patterns it is. Just took me 2 seconds or 3 seconds to realize and give you what is the likelihood based on the handwriting that the child might have dyslexia. I've not gone to the ADHD module yet. Thank you, Sushma. Thanks for the kudos. I've not gone to the ADHD module yet, but this is just the dyslexia pattern identification, and it actually tells you, oh, there are word boundary errors, oh, there are sequence confusion errors, there are phonological errors, and it says of all the sentences you have, how much percentage are each of my errors. Not just that, you go to a full report, it tells you full detailed information about irregularities of your stroke formations and stuff like that. The right hand side is just a template, you can ignore it, but the actual model will tell you what the problems are and where the problems are in this entire scenario. And then why do you need it? Go back to your storyboard, go back to your room, and now realize that, okay, I really need to work on specific error, which is very high related for me. It's not just one sample, right? You can upload multiple samples of written scripts and then really figure it out whether the child at a specific age, not at a very early stage. Like Jonty mentioned, a very small kid would obviously make mistakes. There's no point in trying a tool for a 3-year or a 4-year old and then say, oh, my child is dyslexic. No, that's not what I'm wanting to convey to all of you. A early screening tool or something that can actually help you identify, okay, this is something which is available as well. So I want to create that kind of awareness in today's session, and of course open to the floor for people here, founders here. What I wanted to actually say is there are many such problems these kids are facing on a day in, day out basis.
Absolutely.
Wanting to solve the problem for these children, first understand them, understand Riddhi, understand Sushma, right? Much more deeper, and then go in depth into what problem you're actually wanting to solve and take them into your journey. Consider them into this particular cohort as a journey. And then I think we are all going to build an inclusive society, which we are not just going to talk about, but we are going to really build for the future community.
Absolutely, and also there are few people with us also till the end of this particular session. And before leaving this particular session, I especially request to all of you who have really understand that particular the things we are discussing here, and if you are resonating with the objective C is working for, the cause C is working on. So please put your understanding or anything you want to say about us or the product on in the WhatsApp community. And just I'm requesting you. So in this particular session, till then, while we are finishing this particular in few minutes, you can just go on the WhatsApp and just start writing, and hope because your feedback, your thoughts can really improve this particular product. Because this is not about listening things and understanding things. When we have to co-create, we have to have our input, our thoughts, so that Ananya ji can build it far more robust, far more useful for each and everyone. So here we are a lot of neurodivergent individuals are there. So please write your review or write your thoughts at least, or what can be added, or what other things can make the experience much smoother for a particular next generation or this generation people who will wanna use this particular product. And one more thing, from I have my design background by profession, and on that perspective, when I see a product, it is really amazing and it is really needed. So that as we have seen while doing this entire thing, no one have chosen that particular option that AI can help it out, and AI can do things or the give some signals towards that you are a neurodivergent people, right? So now the thing is, what I can say, can we do the cohort analysis? Means when I have uploaded 3 to 4 photos, and 3 to 4 photos combined, it will give me a single result by analyzing all those 3 particular, or the 4 or 5 or 10 particular results. So that may be amazing for a lot of people. And also a progress tracking metric, if you can just introduce in a product this kind of a feature. So I can start the journey with you. The first month growth we can see, and that particular report we have after 1 month, and every week or every day at a day in a particular time, I can upload that particular photo, and after that we can have upload this particular thing, and we can have a report. So over a year while using a product, so then I can see what progress I have made with your product. So that would really give confidence to the parents, to the individuals who are using a product. So I am not just detecting that I am neurodivergent individual or not. I am progressing with your suggestions or with your things. And also you can introduce one more feature in it. So indulge individuals, expert who can treat me for this particular thing. Means I'm a working professionals right now, and right now I want to have some help or get some professional help to get out of this particular thing, so that I can connect with them after seeing my result, or if I am getting some difficulties to practice these all the things, so someone should be there who can knock me and who can motivate me to do this continuously. So these are the some features I am suggesting you. Maybe that already in your future wish list and the future beta version. So this is my understanding after seeing, after interacting with a lot of people, and people are really amazing, and they have gave us really good time and examples, experiences, and yes, and we are really grateful to each of you who have joined this particular session. Have a very a good evening on Sunday, and yes, over to you, Ananya. Anything else you want?
That's the last point I would like to share. I've actually built a framework which is called Focus, FOCUS. I'm going to share that image with you all on the group. So maybe just practice it out and see if you're able to improve your attention span, if you're able to improve and excel in your work as well. One is the framework, and last is a small assessment form that I'm going to share for parents, individuals, as well as for founders. Do help take that seriously, so that as a community we can actually help and share with each other on what really means to build a product, what it really means to be a mother of a child with neurodivergent, or to be myself a neurodivergent as well, right? So I'm going to share a couple of interesting materials that we used in the session, along with these feedback and some important information that we can understand about this ecosystem. And lastly, the focus framework, which you can all try and utilize it. And thank you so much, John T. and Ridhima. I think it's been really great working with you guys, and really grateful for everyone who have taken time out in this Sunday evening and having stayed till the end. That's it from me, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ananya. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Bye. Stay in touch. Yeah. Bye.
Absolutely. And we have the community. So please, guys, I'm requesting you, please share your thoughts, your review, whatever you want to say. Please just give us, you have give more than 1 hour. Just give us 2 more minutes to write on the group. Yes, Surbi.
Yes, Surbi.
I just wanted to thank you for the lovely session, and I just wanted to ask that will you also be available for any like discussions or conversations that us as future builders and designers would like to have in this regard?
Definitely. I would love to.
Okay. I'll reach out to you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much. So guys, you can. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.